Have you ever seen a superstar slam on the brakes at the height of their fame and vanish before anyone can catch up? That's exactly the scenario unfolding around Jungkook, BTS's golden magne, as he reportedly pulls the emergency brake on his career just months after completing mandatory military service. The world watched him soar to global stardom, but now the question on every fan's lips is chilling. Will Jungkook walk away without a single parting word? From the moment Jungkook debuted as a fresh-faced 15-year-old trainee, his meteoric rise seemed unstoppable. Packed arenas, chart-topping singles, and record-smashing streams became routine headlines. Yet beneath the glittering spotlight, sources reveal a growing unease in the artist himself. Insiders close to the idol whisper that the daily grind of music production, promotional tours, and relentless digital engagement left Jungkook yearning for something he'd long forgotten: silence. The first sign of trouble came during his military service. Typically, idols return from enlistment with a carefully choreographed comeback, teaser trailers, staggered announcements, and a whirlwind of media events. Instead, Jungkook's discharge on June 18, 2025 slipped by in near total silence. No dance practice videos. No Instagram countdown. Just a simple official notice. Then darkness. It wasn't until weeks later that the world learned why. Leaked contract drafts showed that Big Hit Music had drafted an aggressive post-service schedule: 2 solo albums, 3 global endorsement deals, and at least 6 months of back-to-back world tour planning. The terms, designed to capitalize on his fresh return, read like a sprint rather than a homecoming. To Jungkook, they felt more like chains than opportunities. Jungkook loves performing, one anonymous insider explained, but he's tired of feeling like a machine. He wants to reclaim his life, his time, and his creativity. Those words hint at a deeper story: an artist who has given everything to a system that demands more every single day. Fans first caught wind of something amiss when Jungkook quietly canceled his appearance at a major music awards ceremony. No public explanation was offered, only the terse statement that he had a personal matter to attend to. Speculation erupted. Health concerns? Creative disagreements? A secret project? Social feeds exploded with theories, but Big Hit maintained silence, fueling rumors that the label and its most bankable star were at an impasse. Meanwhile, Jungkook himself remained enigmatically absent from all fan community channels. No Weverse updates, no live streams, not even a single selfie. In an age where content is king, his silence spoke volumes. Had the pop phenomenon decided to escape the relentless gaze of the camera? Or was he simply taking a sabbatical to recalibrate? Industry analysts suggest both factors could be at play. On one hand, the idol's mental health and well-being are increasingly recognized as paramount, even by the industry's toughest executives. On the other, Jungkook's stature affords him unprecedented leverage. With a global fanbase willing to move mountains and sever partnerships to protect him, he holds the power to redefine the standard idol contract. But what does redefining look like in practice? Some propose that Jungkook might pursue a low-key indie project, collaborating with underground producers and releasing music on his own terms. Others believe he could transition into behind-the-scenes roles, songwriting, directing, or mentoring younger artists under a personal imprint. The possibilities feel endless, but one fact remains clear. Whatever path he chooses, it will be on his own schedule. Yet the most dramatic scenario looms largest in the minds of ARMY worldwide. What if Jungkook simply walks away? No farewell tour, no final performance, no goodbye video? To many, that feels unthinkable. After all, BTS's legacy has been built on deeply personal connections, heartfelt lyrics, open-hearted vlogs, and moments of raw vulnerability shared in real time. For Jungkook to vanish without a trace would upend everything fans have come to expect, leaving a void that no stage production could fill. Still, such a move wouldn't be unprecedented in music history. Legendary acts have disbanded or gone on indefinite hiatus at their peaks, only to return years later with renewed vision. Perhaps Jungkook's silence is merely the calm before a triumphant storm, a momentary retreat designed to build anticipation for a comeback on his own terms. As the weeks tick by, all eyes remain glued to his social feeds, waiting for that first cryptic post or surprise announcement. Will he finally break the silence and reveal a new chapter? Or will the months slip into years, leaving fans to wonder if they ever truly knew the man behind the mic? In the ever-evolving story of Jungkook's career pause, one thing is certain: when he speaks again, if he chooses to, it will resonate louder than any chart-topping single. And until then, the world watches in hushed suspense, hearts pounding, breaths held, waiting for the moment reality interrupts the silence. Behind the facade of chart-topping hits and record-breaking hashtags, Jungkook's hiatus has sent ripples through the very foundations of K-pop culture. In Seoul's bustling Myeongdong district, countless fan-run cafes now display blank posters where Jungkook's smiling visage once beamed, replaced by cryptic messages like "waiting for our golden magne" and "silence speaks louder." Across the Pacific, American radio DJs unwittingly ignite fervor when they slip in a line like "Jungkook is off the air, what's next?" prompting trending topics that eclipse every other K-pop headline. Even luxury brands that once clamored for his endorsement are reportedly biting their nails, uncertain if their next campaign will feature the idol or simply avoid. Inside HYB's strategy rooms, the atmosphere is equally fraught. Executives convene behind frosted glass, projecting graphs that chart merchandise pre-orders alongside contract negotiation timelines. Every slide feels like a battlefield plan: how to maintain BTS's momentum without its brightest star, how to redirect global attention, and whether to consider a symbolic tribute concert in his absence. Yet within these numbers and projections, one stark reality emerges. No algorithm can quantify the emotional bond between Jungkook and his fans. That intangible connection lies beyond data points, residing instead in midnight live-stream marathons, fan art that floods online galleries, and tearful YouTube reaction videos that collectively affirm his unique place in popular culture. Meanwhile, in small rehearsal studios tucked away from prying eyes, BTS members rehearse choreography designed to fill Jungkook's once central spot on stage. Footwork patterns are tweaked, formations reimagined, and solo lines redistributed. Yet each dance break seems to underscore his absence. A missing flourish here, a silent gap there, as if the performance itself mourns the void. Jimin, RM, V, Jin, Suga, and J-Hope share knowing glances, balancing professionalism with palpable concern. Rumors suggest they've drafted heartfelt letters to Jungkook, expressions of unwavering loyalty and pleas for clarity, though none have been made public. If these letters exist, they are whispered testaments to the camaraderie forged over years of shared dreams and uncountable late-night studio sessions. On street corners in Tokyo and Shanghai, impromptu fan gatherings dubbed Project Comeback aim to harness collective energy, chanting Jungkook's name through megaphones and lighting the sky with army bombs that shimmer like constellations. But amid the solidarity lies uncertainty. Is this rallying cry a beacon guiding him home, or a chorus of anxious hearts desperate for a familiar anchor? Some fans cling to every fragment of possible news: a sighting of his car, a rumored cameo at a variety show, while others brace for disappointment, dreading a future in which Jungkook's voice no longer punctuates their daily playlists. Beyond fandom, global commentators weigh in on the larger implications. Entertainment lawyers debate whether Jungkook's negotiated contract will become a case study in idol autonomy. Music scholars note the shifting paradigm. When once talent was subsumed by corporate machinery, now the scales tip toward the artist, whose very absence can trigger a groundswell of demand. Cultural critics observe that this moment transcends K-pop. It mirrors a broader movement in creative industries where individuals assert control over their narratives, renegotiating the traditional hierarchies that once dictated the terms. Yet perhaps the most compelling drama unfolds within Jungkook himself. Sources close to his inner circle describe long, contemplative letters he's penned, not for public release, but as personal manifestos. In these private pages, he reportedly grapples with identity: the boy who chased stardom at age 11, the man who sang anthems of hope and resilience, and the evolving artist who now yearns for authenticity above acclaim. These writings, though unseen by the world, may hold the key to understanding why he slammed on the brakes when it seemed his journey was only gathering speed. As July approaches, the vacuum left by his silence grows increasingly difficult to ignore. BTS's planned festival appearances hang in limbo, streaming platforms hesitate to feature new content without his trademark vocals, and rival agencies quietly tout their own artists as ready replacements. But deep down, even these power players recognize that Jungkook's story is singular, and that no contingency plan can fully replicate his impact. And so, as the calendar pages turn, one overarching question persists: will Jungkook break this silence on his own terms, unveiling a vision that surprises and redefines expectations?